you want to buy a scooter like this and you don't know if it's good, so I'm going to tell you all the bad things that I found after a year of usage. All right, so I'm going to tell you many things that I found that this scooter could have. I think it's poorly designed. I think they said, okay, uh, make it look nice. That's it. There are many things that they never thought about this. I think the common sense department was on strike when they made this scooter. So I'm going to tell you the bad thing about this. So first of all, let's start with the front. So the bad thing about this is if you're driving in a rain, there is no windshield wipers or anything like that. So basically, you're not going to be able to see anything with that. So you have to, roll it down as much as possible and then don't use it. And then you can use your hand, to wipe the windshield of your helmet. Another thing is the quality, for instance, of this. So if you see, for some reason, the buttons you see is like very red here, and then all the color started, to fade out, and that is a bad thing. So I see, for instance, this one looks fine, and it has the beginning of, fading a little bit, but this one, this one is terrible. Another thing is you don't have a cup holder. So if you want to, let's say, drive and drink something, I'm not saying beer or alcohol or anything like that. Maybe it's just a water or soda pop or something like that. You have two compartments here, as you can see here, to put papers. That is fine, paper for the scooter. But here, yes, you can see there is no place to put the beverage. So I was able to put something here, like a small can. But this is hanging like that. I think it's not well thought out. Another thing is I had to install this, as you can see here, and because there is no cell phone holder. So how are you going to arrive places? Let's say that you travel, to a new city or long trip or something like that, and you don't have a map in front of you. How are you going to arrive? So I have to attach this. This is something that I had to buy. And it makes no sense, because you're paying so much for this type of vehicles and they are poorly designed. Another thing about this is the space for this system that they have here. For instance, to unlock the compartment here, and then the same thing for the gasoline. For instance, this, you see, I mean, it is not very intuitive. So when I bought it for the first time, and I was thinking, okay, how do you open this up? Because you cannot open it, regularly. And also, if you see this space is kind of, because you think you're going to put the fuel over here, and you barely can see the hole. So to make it fit in that hole is a pain in the butt. Also, if you put the nozzle, all the way in, maybe you're going to be able to fill up just 3/4 of the tank, and that's it. So you have to leave it out a little bit. So it's not very convenient. Also, you have a problem that it may drip some here in this area, so it makes no sense to have it here. So another problem that you're going to have is with this. As you can see, you have to remove this in order to have access to the oil. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it should be like a panel, with the hinges or something like that, instead of having this like this. Another problem that you're going to have, if you run out of battery or something like that, because it happened to me, the battery wasn't that strong, and you cannot start the motorcycle. So because usually scooters, they have something that you can pull it from here, the kick. I don't know if they call it like that, but I had another scooter a little bit smaller than this, and if for some reason you didn't use it for a few months or something like that, you kick it from there and then it will start. So This one doesn't have any of that. That is crazy. Another thing is it's kind of loud. Uh, I was researching for the muffler, see if I could, replace it for something else. They say that the other also was asking in some forums, and they say that the muffler, if you replace it, it will be even louder. So this is the original one, and if you buy, BMW, you're thinking in luxury and quietness when you buy a car. This is not a race car or a race motorcycle. I want it to be as quiet as possible, but it's kind of loud to me. Uh, Another thing, a good thing is about the heated seats. So I use it in high in winter time, but it seems like it's not hot enough. Barely warms the seat. I don't know if it's a problem with this bike or something else. I will have to take it to the dealership. Another thing is, for instance, about this, there is no heated mirrors. So I was expecting, to have heated mirrors, of course, in wintertime. And if you have snow, something that will make your life easier. And you don't have any of those things here. Another thing is the dash is like very primitive the way it is right now. You don't have Bluetooth capabilities or anything like that. So sometimes even when you start, you see the like a triangle, like an alert triangle, something like that. But they say that it's normal, and after a few seconds, it will go away. So kind of weird. This should be a display. This is a 2018, and it seems like it's lacking of basic technology. As you can see here, is blinking the ABS for no reason. Here the same thing, and after 30 seconds, a minute of running the bike, all those things are going away. That is normal. I was talking with another people, and they told me the same thing. There is no Bluetooth for this motorcycle scooter. So if there is an error or something like that, I was getting an error, a message saying change oil or something like that, and then after, I don't know, a while it disappeared. I don't know if there is something going on. And as you can see, this motorcycle is not even 10,000 miles. It's 6,496. And it doesn't have that much usage, but there are those things. And another major issue here that I see is with the, for instance, with the trunk here. So there is no enough space to put helmet here, only one, and only in one position. So you see, this is the place. Let's say that you want to put it like that, so that way you can put something else here, because you have this hump here. You see, it will not close. It will stay open, so you can see you cannot close it all the way. The only way is that I found is to put it, forward like that, but also, if it moves or something like that, it will fall on one side, on the other side, and that is the only way to close it all the way. So this is crazy. It's like all this scooter was kind of an afterthought. And here, for instance, if you have, because you have all this space, you can have another passenger here. You don't have a space, for the helmet. Maybe I have to use this for that. And if you put it like this, again, like I showed you before, you see, it will not close. If you put it, let's say, on the side like that, same thing, it will not close. No matter how you try to put this like this, I was thinking maybe, I'm doing something wrong, maybe it's something else, but you see, it will not close. So no matter what you do, it will not close. So even if I try to push it, you see, still protruding a little bit. And now it closed because I forced it. But if you see, it seems like I have to force it a little bit. So, and I don't like that. You may cause some other issues here. And also, if you put another, helmet, I don't know. Let's say you have this like that, and you force it, and you don't care. Maybe you are going to break, something else. Or if you put this, the other one, it barely fits. You see, it will not fit the second one. And if you put it on the side like that, maybe. Nope. You have to force it. So the only way I found is you have to put it like that, and it will close properly. So very, very little space. And I saw even the newer one, they have another issue that you have to remove a locking mechanism that they have this in this area, so that way you can push it a little bit farther away. But I don't know, it makes no sense. Maybe you can make a little bit higher because it's just a few inches, or a different shape of the seat or something, so that way you don't have those issues. So that is the main thing. And here, I said this before, for instance, you have to put the key here, and you have to pull this out, and all this mechanism sucks. So it's very bad. So basically what I do is I keep it almost open like that all the time, except if I have, something like very important. But otherwise, for small things, I use it like that. So those are the downsides of this scooter. So hopefully this video was useful. And something I forgot. You see, the light is like that. It will turn on only one light instead of using both. You could have, the beams high and low in both lights. And also they're using incandescent light instead of using LED light. It doesn't make any sense. But, those are the main things. So hopefully this video was useful. If you have any question, please let me know. Section below. See you next time. These are the lights that I was talking about. After a few seconds, this light will come off. That's it.